Hello everybody, welcome to Cyrus Kitchen Corner. So I have some out-of-state guests coming today and I was a little stressed because I was running around, I had a full day of work, but I've had a lot of requests to make chicken biryani. I'm gonna show you a shorter video, a shorter condensed version of how I make chicken biryani today, and some other time I'll make a complete video step by step. So let me show you how I do it. I have added about a quarter cup of ghee with some oil in here, and I am heating it up. I have sliced 2 medium-sized onions. I am going to fry these until they are a nice golden brown color. Now that our onion is beautifully golden, I am going to add 3 heaping teaspoonfuls of my homemade ginger garlic paste. After sauteing it for a couple of minutes, I'm going to add my spices. Chicken bouillon cubes, you can skip it if you don't have it. Paprika, cumin seeds, coriander seeds, green cardamom, black cardamom, cinnamon sticks, peppercorn, cloves, dried red chilies, fennel, star anise, bay leaves. I'll just add those. I have pureed 3 medium-sized tomatoes, and I am adding those. So last night I took about 4 pounds of boneless chicken thighs and I marinated it in a Shan biryani masala with some lemon. And you can find this Shan biryani masala anywhere in Indian and Pakistani stores. Now that our masala is nicely cooked and it smells delicious, I'm going to add my marinated meat into it. And I'm going to cook it on high flame for about 5 minutes until the chicken changes its color. So the chicken has changed color. It's been about 5-7 minutes that I've been cooking it. And at this point, I'm going to add 1 cup of yogurt that I've mixed with 1 cup of whole milk. It's just going to cook in this mixture. I am sprinkling about half a teaspoon of mace and nutmeg powder. So basically all I did was just take a little bit of mace and a little bit of nutmeg, and I just made a powder out of it. If you don't have a powder and you want to just use mace and nutmeg, you have to obviously grind the nutmeg, but you can use the mace as it is. Now I'm going to cover it and cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes. So it's been about 15 minutes. The chicken is completely done and looks amazing. We do need a little bit of liquid in here, but this is too much. I'm gonna uncover it and cook it for another 5 minutes to evaporate most of this liquid. It's been about 10 minutes actually. I always forget how this altitude works here in Colorado, but now we have it exactly where we want it. Our oil is separating and we have just enough liquid in here. Now we're gonna start preparing our rice. I have a pot full of water here and I'm adding some salt to it. And I'm also adding some Cura essence. Totally optional. I like a nice Cura smell in my biryani. You can totally skip it if you don't like it or you don't have it at home. Now that our water's coming to a boil, I have 4 cups of basmati rice here that I soaked for about 45 minutes to an hour. And I am going to add those in here. And we're going to boil them until they're about 70% done. So let me show you now. You can see that it's 70% done. So this, when you break it, it's not gonna break right away. You have to use a little bit of force. And that's exactly where we want our rice to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and drain it now. We're gonna start the layering process for the biryani. I like to start with the liquid first. And a little bit of the chicken and masala. And then I like to put a layer of rice on it. I'm just going to repeat this until all of my rice and my masala are done. And then I'll show you what we will top it with. So we've put about 3 layers. I started with the chicken and I ended with the chicken. Now I'm gonna put some aromatics on it. Totally optional. You can skip them if you want, but I think they just give your biryani so much aroma. Again, totally optional. So sorry, I have cilantro at the bottom. Then I put some lemon slices. Now I'm adding some green chilies. And the one thing that I hope you will not skip is fried onions. I have these store-bought fried onions. I love using these. You can totally make them at home, but I think these store-bought ones work just fine for me. Now I'm going to tightly cover my biryani with foil paper, and this will go in a preheated 450 degrees oven for about 30 to 45 minutes. This is what happens when you have too many things going on. I forgot the most important part, which gives biryani its unique look, and that's the yellow food color. I am late in the process, so I'm gonna dig a couple of holes and add some yellow food color. I'm gonna go over the whole thing with a little bit of yellow food color. I'm gonna dig it in a hole and add a little bit of yellow food color in there. It's been about an hour and I just pulled this out of the oven. Moment of truth. Ooh, it's hot. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I am going to toss it a little bit, mix it up, and then cover it until my guests arrive. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.